All right, so I think we are live, beautiful people. One thing I want to see is if we could have some music or something going. Shout out to everybody who's gonna watch this video. Peace and love to all the beautiful people out there. We got a special broadcast for the day. That's right, family. Peace and love to everybody. It's the unapologetic nomads. That's
Mhm.
right. Got to welcome the one and only beautiful wife in the building. That's right.
Peace, 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 love, light, everything good to those out there who are tuning in. And it's always good to see you guys checking in on us. Right.
That's right. So yeah, we don't want to keep you too long, family. It's early in the morning, and I know a lot of people are doing a lot of things right now. But anyway, this broadcast will be saved on the channel. Um, a couple of days ago, we went live and did a live about our people being missing in Tanzania. So now we did have a chance to talk to them and everything, and everybody we talked to or texted and things like that, they seem to be doing good. So that's a beautiful thing. How about you, baby? Did you get to talk to anybody?
Yes, I am happy that I got responses back from three people, and they were fine. A couple of text messages and some voice notes and whatnot. And so I was happy with that to find out that they were okay. They were safe. All is well. Yeah.
Definitely. But there is some things I think still going in. I think the internet is still like on and off.
Hmm.
So like we could get in contact with people sometime and then sometime we can't. But from the messages I've been getting is that everybody had to pretty much come together and work together to get food, work together and do what they had to do. And it built a lot of camaraderie with the people over there. So that's a beautiful thing, family.
Yes.
Yeah.
Always. Yes.
But still, I don't know about the unrest there because you have to understand that Tanzania has always been known as the peaceful country. It's always been peaceful, and for
Mhm.
something like this to happen, this is out of everybody is like this is new to everybody. So we don't know what to expect. I do have a video I want to show real quick. Now I got this off of TikTok. I just got a few people on here that they're just talking about the information about what's going on in Tanzania from their perspective. Yeah, I'm gonna play it right now.
She is going to stay in power, whether they like it.
Start from the beginning.
Samia Suluhu Hassan, Tanzania's president, has officially let the people know that she is going to stay in power, whether they like it or not. Since the country's recent elections, Tanzanians have filled the streets to clearly communicate their rejection of the election's results and her alleged victory.
All right. First, I just want to say fair use. Um, as everybody know, the president did get sworn in a couple of days ago. So yeah, the president did get sworn in.
Mhm.
All right.
Possibly one of the worst moves a leader could make. President Hassan simply went ahead with the inauguration, but the public were banned from attending. The current administration shut down the internet.
Now that's wild. The public is banned from attending. That's how you feel about that, babe. The public was banned from. Now I don't know how true that is. I'm just going off of this, but they said
Yeah,
the
I
public
think
was banned
that
from attending the inauguration.
in the face of all of the things that are occurring right now, I think it was a move of safety and security for most people, for the people, because you know what could happen if everybody comes together in the midst of what's going on right now. So I think that it was a move towards security and safety to keep people from clashing and other things, going going kind of off to the left. So that's what I think that was.
Man, All right, let's go further here.
In an attempt to repress nationwide conversations and movements. But videos posted online show that thousands of people are continuing to march, and it doesn't seem like they're stopping anytime soon. How does one rule over people who are rejecting them? Through violence. So far, hundreds have been murdered during clashes with Tanzanian security forces. The movement in Tanzania is different. Tanzanians aren't known to protest. In fact, their Kenyan siblings have even teased them for taking a page out of their book. But it seems as though the East African country has truly had enough of accepting what has been forced on them for generations.
Some major developing news coming from Tanzania. The UN has just said that only 10 people were unalived in Tanzania protest. Just for...
All right, so when this started, like a couple days ago, I think it's 6 or 7 days now. It's been probably almost a week. They said that 700 people died. So the UN is saying 10 people died now. So I don't know what is going on here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just wanted to point that out because that's weird when I heard that.
I think.
UN, go ahead.
I think in general, with news, with media, numbers are always skewed. We never know the true number until we're on the ground. If we're there and we know exactly what's going on, so it's hard to kind of grasp how many people. I've heard hundreds, I've heard 700. I've seen so many different numbers in different media outlets. So we have to fact check a lot of these different sources and make sure that they're getting the news from the right sources. So I don't know. I know it's quite a few, but we don't know the exact number. Some people on here are saying hundreds. BB is hundreds. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then I actually saw like people were sending me videos, and I done seen stuff I didn't want to see, family. I done seen a lot more than 10 people that was like I seen people who was unalive, like piled up, you know, like I seen some videos now, and it didn't look like AI. You know what I'm saying?
Context, during the presidential election, there was a lot of protest in Tanzania, and the Tanzania people are saying that they don't want their president Samia Suluhu. According to many posts that have been posted online, there are some videos that are circulating online showing how people were unalived in Tanzania during this protest. And let me tell you, you don't want to see those videos. Even the Tanzania media has warned people against sharing those videos. You actually do not want even to see those videos the way they are. They are so much graphic, you cannot even watch them twice. You cannot even sleep after watching them. The United Nations is now...
I agree with him. I agree with this guy because he said, and I think this is it with this. He said in those videos, it's something you really don't want to see, you know, unless you have a stomach for that kind of stuff. Because I mean, there's people missing limbs with holes in them, and you know, it's just people that, and these are lives, these are people, you know. So it's just, man, yeah.
Now coming out saying that only 10 people were unalived. The question is, could the Tanzanian government be hiding the truth from the people in Tanzania? Or is this another type of dictatorship in which you can take down everybody who is trying to be against you? Tanzanian election was filled with a lot of electoral issues because all the opposition leaders were banned from vying. So we have some major developing news coming from Tanzania.
I think that's it. It's starting over again. So yeah, so Mickey, now the president of Tanzania is like one of the first woman presidents, I believe, in Africa. Just how do you feel about this whole situation?
I usually don't get into like politics of other places. However, I think that you know, whatever the people decide or whatever is decided is decided. You know, we don't have any control over it, and I think it's a good thing to see female presidents in different countries. That's actually becoming a thing in a lot of different countries, not just in Africa, but a lot of different places where females are taking control and running things. But you know, as far as my opinion about this, I'm not sure. I don't really know her like that, but I think whatever the people decide is what the people decide. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel you. And like one thing, because I really do not like to get in other countries' politics at all. You know, from what I see, I believe that the country has to go through its own thing. Like it has to, I guess, correct itself. And I feel like our people, you know, who's over there, you know, this is not our fight for one. this is not our fight at all. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, we don't even know what's going on over there. You know what I'm saying? Um, this could be something new, something old. We don't know. But just to be proactive for our people over here, it might be a good time to start looking at tickets to actually, leave the country, because you don't know how far this is going to go. You don't know, like, even if you're trying to start a business, you don't know if it's like, if people want to support it, are they going to have time to support your business when you got all of this going on? You know what I mean? So let's think about what you want to do. If you over there in Tanzania, right now is the time where you got to think what you want. Do you want to stay here, rock this out in Tanzania? Or do you just want to, come home and get things together here and wherever country you're from?
Right.
I think just now is the time to fill that out and see what you want to do, because Tanzania has to go through something right now.
Right.
They're going through something, and you're gonna be in the way.
Right.
You either gonna be in the way, or
just stay out of the way.
Yeah, or you got to get out the way. So,
right. Yeah, and I agree with Bellucci when he says that every place is going to go through something. There are a lot of places right now going through things, and these things have to happen. So not every day is going to be sunshine and rainbows and all that stuff. Some things have to happen for change to happen. So I think that's what's happening here and in other places where it's sparking off right now all around the world that people are even unaware of. And I did see a comment, M. Janja, I think you had it up there earlier. How do you know opposition wasn't put up to do chaos by paying for this mess? It's possible. Who knows? We have no clue unless we have the facts. Then we're just kind of guessing and speculating. So we really don't know what caused all of this, So, yeah.
But I know I do have
facts. But then again, it's something that I guess that has to happen for change.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Now I do have a Tanzanian friend that I texted with, and he said that 17 people in his own family was killed during this whole thing. So that's how deep it is. You know what I mean? That's how real it is over there right now. So this is no joke, and I've seen the TikTok videos where it said, it was people knocking on people's door, and I don't know how true that is, and shooting people in the family and all that. I don't know how true that is, but it's a lot going on right now. You know what I mean? If you're a visitor to Tanzania or you're resident, right now might be a good time to look at some other options. If you don't want to come back to your home country, you might want to look for some other countries, because right now it just looks like Tanzania is going through something, and we don't know how long this is going to last.
Right.
Yeah, and I don't know how much I got to stress that, but that's just the energy over there right now.
I agree. I agree that if you are built to last and to go through and to be there while the country is going through change, then I would say, okay, just stay safe, stay out of the way, and maintain whatever you're doing to keep yourself safe and in a good situation. Definitely make good relationships or contacts. Stay close with some of the locals that you trust. And make sure that so they'll check on you, make sure everything is good. I'm sure a lot, and we've met so many fantastic people while we were living there in Tanzania ourselves, who were just, they would do anything to help you and just be there for you. So I would say definitely forming those positive and good relationships with the locals is key. And staying out the way. You know what I mean? So I think those two things are very important. Just as long as you're able to get your food and your goods that you need, and keep it quiet and stay out of the way, because this is not our fight.
Yeah. So one of our sisters who's over there, we actually did have on the channel. She said she had sent this message under one of the videos, and I'm gonna read it. It says, "Hey fam, we are well where we are, close to Sala Sala, and that's where we were when we were staying in Dar es Salaam. We just stayed put, minded our own black business, and remained low key. No internet for 7 days gave us time to spend together, helping one another with food and everything that we all needed. This brought us closer together for sure. We are realizing that we are all we got in the U.S. and outside." So that's one of our good sisters who was over there. And I don't want to say names because I don't know,
Right. I don't like
I
being
don't
out
want to put
there.
nobody on Front Street right now because of what's going on over there. So
Uh,
when it comes to the embassy, did the embassy put out any statements or anything?
yes, I just want to address one comment real
Sure.
quick. Good sister Bongo Mama 86 says, Mickey, no, the locals have no power. No, that's not what I was referencing when I said make good connections with the locals. I mean, like if you don't want to go out that day and be involved in anything, if you know someone who you can send to kind of give them a few dollars to run and get you some, like you need some grocery goods, some food goods and things like that. Someone that you could trust to go and grab things for you and bring it back to you. That's what I mean. Somebody you trust that could help you do certain things because they do have access to fresh food and goods from the local farms. And that's what I was just referencing, making sure that somebody can check on you, make sure you have what you need. Now, as far as the embassy, the U.S. Embassy in Tanzania has an update as of today, actually, November the 5th. And on their website, it clearly states, after days of civil unrest, and this is from the U.S. Embassy in Tanzania. After days of civil unrest, the curfew was lifted in Dar es Salaam. Other areas of the country may still be subject to curfew, so please check with local authorities. Heavy security presence persists nationwide still. Movement restrictions and security checkpoints continue in many locations. Foreign nationals may experience increased attention from local security authorities, and there have been reports of temporary detentions, so people being kind of held for questioning maybe. Zanzibar is reported to be calm, and shops and ferries are operating normally, so Zanzibar is fine. Zanzibar actually operates, they're part of Tanzania, but they operate under a separate kind of form of government. So if you want to hop over to Zanzibar for a little bit until this calms down, that might be a good idea. Also, police have reminded the public that under Tanzanian law, the sharing of pictures and videos which cause panic is a criminal offense. So if you're there, please make sure you do not do this. There are reports of security searching. They're searching electronic devices for politically sensitive content, and be mindful of the local laws. So don't be out there showing stuff and trying to incite, people getting upset or scared. It is a criminal offense. Also, it says intermittent internet outages continue, with certain apps even being blocked. The ability to make payments via credit card is dependent on internet access. So if your internet is out, then see, that's what I'm saying. It's hard for you to purchase things. So you want to be able to have some cash on hand and maybe send a dada, which is sister in Swahili, or a kaka to get things that you need if you can't access your internet. As access is restored nationwide, more locations can accept credit card payments. So slowly it's coming through. Stores of food, fuel, and cash are still low in certain areas. And then the last thing is international airports are operational, but confirm your flight via telephone prior to traveling to the airport, because you don't want to get there and then your flight is not leaving. So you don't want to waste your time based on how far you are. That could be a ride right there, getting to the airport. So, and with everything going on. Yeah. So that's their update. And that was from the U.S. Embassy in Tanzania. And they also said take actions to take, avoid demonstrations. That's what we said. Stay out of the way, avoid crowds, keep a low profile, monitor your media for updates locally. And that's it.
Yeah. And if you're a YouTuber over there, please don't be saying nothing crazy. Like, a lot of countries don't have that freedom of speech aspect that America has, just don't say nothing that's gonna get you locked up. Like, the U.S. embassy is even telling you, like, don't get involved in that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You can get locked up if you say the wrong thing, and people are looking at your channel. They know who you are. They are looking at your channel. If you are a social media influencer and you're not from Tanzania, and if you are from Tanzania, watch what you're saying. I can't stress that more than what I'm saying now, but watch what you're saying because you can get locked up. Don't think the smoke ain't gonna come to you because you from a certain country. Like you can get locked up over there. So
Yes.
watch what you're saying
Mm-hmm.
if you are going online.
Right.
Yeah.
Thank you for that, Mr. Bellucci. And also checking on, a lot of people don't subscribe to the embassy or, put their information out there, but at least go on there because they're on the ground. They're there. They're located there in Tanzania to kind of check their updates to see kind of what they're posting and what's going on, just to get your information, to see what's going on the ground. So I suggest that.
Mm. And
Mhm.
Bongo Mama 86 said, if you are in Dar es Salaam, Arusha, Mbaya, or Mwanza, leave if you can.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah, it still ain't sweet, family. The internet, it might be back on, but it's still not sweet like that.
Mm.
Locals don't help you or give you information without you having to pay them. That's very odd to me.
Mm.
Man.
Wow.
Yeah, so like, I would look to our people over there,
Right.
try to start getting your plans in order to roll out for a while just until things
Right.
calm all the way down because you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah.
And the thing I was worried about the most was like, how is people eating? Because when
Yes.
there's no internet, you can't go to the bank and just take out money from the ATM. You can't get your money from the bank and switch it over to Tanzania.
Right.
It's hard to do that because you can't get online. So,
Mm-hmm.
like even me, I was sending like little money to people over there through Sendwave, which Sendwave is an app where you can send American money to a phone number over there, to a Tanzania phone number if they have like Airtel or if they have Vodacom. So you can send it straight there. And I was doing that and people did get their money. So that's good. But if you are over there and the internet's out, there's no way to access your money. And that could be a big problem. How you gonna eat? How you gonna do certain things? You really have to be cool with this. And this comes now. This lets you know that how important it is to be cool with local people because if you just over there by yourself and you're not cool with nobody, you stuck. You know what I mean? You stuck. But
Right.
if you
Yeah.
made certain connections and got cool with locals, then you should be all right. Depending on what kind of people you linked up with. If you linked up with some real cool people, then you cool.
Right.
Like our people over there for the most part, they're cool. I didn't hear any like complaints or anything, but I know people is, they know how serious it is. So, babe, like when it comes to plane tickets, are the plane tickets high to get out of there in Tanzania right
I'm
now?
looking here now, depending on where you are flying to. Now, we always fly into New York. New York is a huge hub, and there are flights all day, every day. And they're usually the cheapest way to get around and get to different points when you get to, the States or land coming. But starting, my query is giving me starting from tomorrow. I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days out. The 6th, which is tomorrow, going up to November 11th. Tickets look like they're about $600, 640, 619, yeah, 642, yeah, about 650. You're looking at about 650 one way to get out if you're trying to leave from Dar es Salaam to New York, and that's from the 6th all the way to November the 11th. You may get in the 700, the low 700s, but it looks like $600 to $700 definitely for the next week or two. One-way flights. Yeah.
Cool. So is our internet janky? Let us know how the internet looks. I'm actually not even looking at the stream right now, which I should.
I am checking it on another device. It's fine.
All right, it's cool. All right, cool. All right. So Reese says this is why I always said when people always say these countries are so safe, I always had my antennas up. And this is by being in many countries from the military that understand
Oh,
some
wow.
what's going on.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. It could go down anytime. I would look, I was totally unaware that
Mm-hmm.
like this could happen in Tanzania, but I did have a weird feeling when I was over there. And I always say that same story, but you could go back and look at the other lives we did.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah.
You gotta trust your gut, family. Whatever you do, you gotta trust your gut.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
I just also, just to kind of add on to what I just said about the flights from Dar to Atlanta, because some people have to go south. New York was around six between, and it looks like Atlanta's about the same. So you're gonna find the same price range if you're flying into New York or to Atlanta. Atlanta is around 617, starting on the 7th, 644 on tomorrow. Yeah, so all this for the next 1, 2, 3, 6 days is going to be in the 600 range,
all
and
right,
that's going from Dar to Atlanta or Dar to New York. Yeah, so I don't know if
cool.
anybody is on the West Coast. Have to go there. I'll check Cali real quick. Los Angeles is looking like. Hold on. Okay, it's coming. Give me a second. All right.
All right.
So LA is looking about $800, 850, 830, 850 in the 800s for Dar to LA. And
Okay.
that's from the 7th or the 6th, actually, tomorrow all the way to November 11. So you're looking
Man.
at $800.
So BB says all ATMs still closed and Trump has closed the government, so no checks being deposited. All right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what Trump got to do with that, but okay.
ATMs. There's about oh, maybe people who are getting like retirement things like that. They're what is it called?
That affects that. The government shutdown don't affect that retirement
Does
at
it
all.
affect not retirement? Your what is it? What is the check?
Social Security.
Social Security. Does it affect?
It don't affect that.
It doesn't. Okay.
No.
I know local elections took place yesterday, so I don't know if it threw it off, kind of, one day for holiday, if that's thrown off.
All right, so this person says that Tanzania is fine. Don't listen to bloggers with fake clips and videos. Tanzania is fine and is back to normal after arresting those goons with brainwashed and paid to ruin elections. Otherwise, TC is thumbs up. All right. So
Okay.
that's what Tanzania 9944 says.
All right.
Yeah, but we don't know what's going on over there. We hear like different reports, but hopefully everything gets good. But like I said, if you an expat over there, start looking at different things that you can do to get your situation better, because you don't want to get caught in a situation where you're doing this for a long period of time with your internet off and your ATM. It's hard to get money out the ATM and all that because
Right.
you don't have to live like that. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, that's Tanzania's fight. That's something that Tanzania has to push through and get over with.
Mhm.
Now, our friends, yeah, we love our friends over there. We love our family over there. But we have nothing to do with what's going on over there. That's not our issue, So inserting yourself in that is doing your own thing, and just that's what you want to do if you do that.
Right.
But at the end of the day, we do feel for people over there. We do hope that things get better, but I know it's not our fight. At the end of the day, our fight is right here in this country, especially if you're American, and this is where we at, and we have our hands full with this here, trying to get this straight. You know what I'm saying? So that's my spiel, and yeah, that's about it, fam.
Mm-hmm.
That's about it. Yeah. But
So
at the
stay
end,
out the way. That's my best.
yeah.
And just, make sure
Get out
you
the way.
have options and ways to eat, and make sure you get what you need. You need to eat. You got to eat.
Yeah.
So that's the most important thing. Make sure you can have access to food and water, and stay out of the way.
Yeah. Now, if you want to be Captain Save Tanzania, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? That is on you. But, you know, for people who want their lives to, be
Mhm.
back to normal or try to find a safe place, you might want to roll out of there because you don't know how long this is going to last. And but that's about it. So this week I have a show Friday at the Pony Trail. Come through if you can. It's going to start around 6 o'clock, 6, 7 o'clock.
Mhm.
The food is amazing there. You can check it out. It's a bar. They got drinks, everything. It's a Philly bar, so everything that bars have, that's what they got there, family. It's gonna
Mhm.
be a good show. Other than that, you got anything coming up, babe?
Not yet. Just I was visiting with family the other day. It's so great to see my family, my brother and his family, my nephews. I'm the shortest one in the house now. Everybody's taller than me. We're just happy to see my nieces, nephews, and my parents and whatnot. So just visiting with family so far, and yep, and getting things settled, and that's it.
Yeah.
Um,
So you know what? I'm gonna put actually the link in the chat for a little bit just to see if anybody wants to come up here and say anything. We're not gonna be on too long because I have some things I got to do today. All right, so there's the link. If you want to come up and talk to the unapologetic nomads, the link is in there. So you could definitely hit that and holler at us live, family.
yes.
All right. So Bernie Mills says that thanks for the info, family. I'm very glad that you guys are safe. God bless. Yes, family.
Thank you, sis.
We are here in a wonderful country of the United States of America, doing what we have to do
That's right.
to stay balanced, to stay grounded, and to stay on top of these bills.
Yeah.
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 Well,
Move forward.
most unveiled Tanzanians are still very peaceful, loving people. They are having growing pains. Yeah, definitely
True.
loving
It's true.
people.
It's true.
I don't take nothing from Tanzania, the people at all. But I
Mhm.
know you're going through something right now, and
Right.
it's better for us just to stay out the way. You know what I'm saying? Because you got to do what you have to do. And
Right.
I wish people would respect our country like that.
Right.
Because you get all kind of immigrants coming here. They want to be in politics and do this and do that. Think this is they country. You only been here what, like maybe one generation, and you think you Mr. America or say, and it's like, man, y'all need to get out the way. Like we have centuries of issues that we need fixed here with our
Right.
people.
Exactly.
We've been fighting and people been getting in the way.
And
People
here's
get used as buffer classes, and
uh-huh.
so it's like the way we respect Tanzania and stay
Right.
out the politics, stay out the business, do the same respect to us here in our country of America. Because
Here's the question, and
go
I
ahead.
thank you. I like that you said that. Here's the question. A lot of people, and if you flip this question and see how many people can answer this, if I came to your country, would I be able to do the same thing? If I went to your country, can I join? Can I get into your government? Can I make changes? Can I vote? If I can't, then you should not be doing that in my country. Does that make sense? Because some people want to be doing all this, what you say, this extra, being extra. And it's like, but if I was to do the same thing, I'm not allowed to do the same thing in your country. It's unlawful. I don't know a country where I can just go and I can just be in the government and do things and suggest changes and change laws. I can't do that. It's not
And
allowed.
tell people what they need and what they
You see
don't
that?
need, what they
See, people
should
don't
and
think
should
that way.
not
That's
have.
why people get upset, but they're not even thinking. You got to use your brain to analyze things. A lot of people are not using their brain. If I was to do that, I am a citizen in the U.S., of the U.S. I was born and raised here. Many generations of my family are here. But I can't take my passport, go to your country, and change anything or put my 2 cents in your business. It is unlawful. Is that fair?
Plus, I wouldn't even want to do that.
I wouldn't want to do
You know
that.
what I'm saying? I wouldn't
It's
even want to do that.
disrespectful.
Like, let
Very
y'all,
disrespectful.
y'all have your country.
It's very disrespectful.
Yeah, no country's perfect, but you have to do what you have to do in your own country, just like we have to do what we have to do. But when
Exactly.
you start coming over here, being in politics, trying to get us to, just making a mess out of our culture and trying to
Yes.
just do all this extra stuff that a lot of people been coming over here doing. And I'm talking about different races of people, different, just coming over here, just being disrespectful to Black Americans who built this country. That's where we have to draw the line. And just like this BB said, hold on, let me pull this up. That's why the delineation of FBAs, because it's too many people coming over here. First of all, acting like you're us, and you're not. You acting like you Black American, or you're acting like you Black American. Thank God for the term foundational Black America, because you cannot be that. You know what I'm saying? But you come over trying to act like you're us, African American or whatever, and you're not. You're getting in politics. You're doing too much.
Right.
You know what I mean? And now's the time where we're seeing what you're doing. We've been seeing it, but by you doing too much and being too extra, now we have to delineate, and now we have to put up draw a line in the sand, like say, look, you don't cross this line. You know what I mean? Don't cross this line, because the disrespect has bubbled over to where it's like, no, we're not taking it no more. We don't need no other people from other countries coming over here trying to tell us what to do and try to govern us like our country, because nobody knows our country like we know our country.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I'm not going to go to Jamaica acting like I know everything about Jamaica and, trying to be in politics and I'm trying to be the governor and all this. No, y'all have that. That's y'all country.
And it's unlawful. There's so many, and I'm glad you said it. There's so many countries. You go there and try it and see what happens. You try to jump into what's going on right now in Tanzania, your behind's going to get arrested.
Yeah.
You go to any other country trying to show off and voice your things about the government, see what happens.
See what happens.
You can't do that. So that's why I'm offended that it's allowed in our country. It's not fair and it's not right. I can't go to your country doing that.
Yeah.
I can't get involved in politics. I'll get arrested. So why is it that you're okay with being able to do that in my country? Why? Because you have 2 passports and you can choose one and switch out the next day? It's not fair.
All right. So Reginald Maddox said, this is the beginning of the people taking a stand. So how far will they go with their stand? Can and will they be taken seriously? Under what power? What leadership philosophy? The government unfair? Yeah, all right. BB says, fleeing to America, telling us what we need or don't need. Yeah, if you flee your country already, that puts you at a certain position where you can't say nothing to us, because a lot of us don't run. Like most of us stay right here. Like my mom and them, they like, look, I'll visit Africa. I ain't moving over there. You know what I mean? Like I'm staying here. I don't care how bad it get. If the ship go down, we going down with it. You know what I'm saying? That's how dedicated foundational Black Americans are in this country. If the ship go down, we going down with it. Ain't running nowhere and doing all of that, because it don't matter where you run to. Like the problems of your home country is still gonna always be there and in your heart. You know what I'm saying? Because that's where your family is. That's where your lineage is from. That's where your people are from. So if your country goes down and you in another country, you gonna go down too, because you just, it's not gonna feel right in your spirit.
Right. And I like that what she said, BB, fleeing to America, telling us what we need. Imagine me going to somebody's country telling them, oh, y'all don't need land. Oh, you don't need an increase in pay. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You have to really be kidding. I think people don't really do reverse psychology on themselves. And I think we need a lot more of that. People don't flip it and think about it and think about being in somebody else's shoes. How dare you tell somebody what they don't need? I come from a long line of landowners and business owners. Don't tell me where I'm from. Own lots of land, and we've been here, and so we are doing what we need to do to maintain and to stay and to progress. So
we have somebody in the back. We're gonna speak to Mr. Intel real quick. Hey, what's up?
How y'all doing?
I'm good.
How are you?
So yeah, you took your camera off. You good?
What did you say?
Yeah, I saw your camera was on, but you took it off.
Oh, you want me to turn?
Yes, please. You just from
you got trolls
deep down in the gutter. Wow, you just gutter with it.
The bad part, we saw his face.
I see where you vibrate from.
That's
bad. You need some prayer. I see where you vibrate from.
Yeah, you got a lot of trolls.
Idiot. I see where you vibrate from.
Yeah.
You better hope them demons don't come get you.
All right, so Bruce says that's how those African doctors at the VA talk to the patient soldiers. You don't need to further your education. You don't need to have a new home. You don't need to have a nice car.
Yeah.
You know, we get a lot of what I've noticed because there people are starting to get receipts. Like there's groups that pay other people to troll. Like that guy, he's probably a paid troll from the country to try to get our video taken down. So he'll put up some filth up there like what he just did. You know what I mean? So in that way, we could maybe try to get us a strike on YouTube or something like that because they don't like what we say. So
that's cool. You don't have to like what I say, but you know it's the truth. That's why you did that. You know it's the truth.
And some of these people get paid to troll.
You know it's the truth. Because if it wasn't the truth, you wouldn't react. I love it. I love reactions because I know I'm telling the truth when you react. And that's what happens. A lot of people react to what we're saying because you know we're telling the truth. Eat that.
Yeah. But I actually have to get going soon. I got to go. Yeah, I have to do a lot today. But family, we definitely appreciate y'all. Hold, where's my music at? Let me get my music. So family, we appreciate you all for coming out and checking out the Unapologetic Nomads on this beautiful Wednesday. It's a full moon today, family. So make sure you honor your ancestors, do what you have to do to stay in tune, to stay grounded. To our people in Tanzania, you know, we love y'all. And we hope that everything gets better over there. To our brothers and sisters over there that's from America, you know, make the right moves, family, and make sure you don't go over there talking and saying things that could get you locked up.
Yep.
And that's about it, family. You got something you got to say, baby?
It's all good. Thank you, guys, all of you, the fam, only my fam and friends out there who tunes in, those who are vibrating from a good place. Thank you for tuning in and checking on us. It is awesome always to have you present on this channel. And thank you for just your concerns, your prayers for those who are in Tanzania who are, we're glad everybody's okay. They're fine. And we'll stay in touch. A good sister, a couple of them are going to keep us posted on what's happening on the ground and making sure everybody's okay.
Yeah. All right, family, we love y'all and we appreciate y'all for tuning into the Unapologetic Nomads, where we unapologetically
nomadic.